Hello everybody, I'm Sunny, your North Country Knitter. Welcome to this video, welcome to this channel. If you like it, I do hope you will subscribe and hit the little bell notification, and it will let you know when I post a new video, which I try to do weekly. So this is my weekly chit chat, my yarn chit chat. And if you've been with me for a little while, you're probably getting tired of seeing the same old projects, whips, works in progress over and over and over again. But I have good news because I finally finished them. Yay! All right. Was it Saturday night? Everybody went to bed at like 8:30 because we'd been up since like 3. Not even joking. My watch told me. So I guess I got like my 4th wind and I wasn't tired, and I was determined to finish something. And perhaps you know what that something is. Ta-da! It is done, except for the button. I gotta get a button for it. But since like no stores around here are open, I can't get one yet. So here it is. This is first, let me tell you. This is the Lazy Day Lace Shawl by Mary Keenan. I'm saying Keenan, I could be wrong in that pronunciation. I found it on Ravelry, and it was a free pattern. I'm gonna show you this way because I don't want to show you all the pattern. That's one of the ways you can wear it. She's got a couple other ways in here too. Ooh, hello, dropping the pattern. So very pretty. I was nervous at first, but I dropped it. I've really enjoyed it. By the end, I really got my stride with it and could read my stitches, and I knew where I was. And so this is what it looks like. I do have an oopsies in there, which you can probably tell. I told my friend Anna, and she's like, it was intentional. It's fine. This is what it looks. It's very shiny yarn. This yarn, you'll have to give me a second. My cat's chasing my feet. This yarn I got from the Knit Crate April box. I want to say it was April. It is Uru yarn. It is a Sugared Sport by Knit Crate, and it is 70% superwash merino and 20% nylon. 10% stellina. It is a sport weight and it is 300 yards. So this pattern, not that I actually looked at it, calls for a heavy fingering weight, and it uses just under 350 yards. So I did need to dip into a second skein of this. I had 3 total. I used 1 on this, a little bit of one, which I have downstairs, and then this one left. So I have 2 left. But, so it may be a little bit smaller than what they were calling for dimension-wise. I know last night, this is the first piece I've ever wet blocked. And last night, when I was like trying to measure it out, my husband was helping me, and he's like, there's no way you're getting this to 25 inches because it's 25 inches on either side of the center spine there. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I've messed this up so bad. But I'm so happy with this. I'm gonna try and see if I can put in a couple pictures in here. When I first bound off with it, was done, I laid it down, I'm like, oh God, that's not gonna fit over anyone. That's not gonna be like shoulder. It's not gonna go over your shoulders. I did not have faith in wet blocking. I have faith in it now. I do, I really do. Because this is so much bigger than what it was. And it looks so much more pretty. Much more pretty. It looks prettier than what it was. So, Lazy Day Lace Shawl by Mary Keenan. You can find it on Ravelry. It was a free pattern. And yeah, so all I have left is to get it buttoned. Circumstances are what they are up here. Might be kind of hard to find one right now. I don't think any like thrift stores or anything are open. So I think I may look on Etsy to see if I can find maybe a silver button to go with it, since it's got that silver sparkle in it. So it's done, yes. And I can now add this to my binder of patterns. There's nothing funny or frilly or anything on here yet, but it is full of patterns, which I'm super excited to have now. I've got my Ross section, who is, he has a podcast, Smells Like Yarn. He's got a couple free patterns on his website, smellslikeyarn.com. Smellslikeyarn.com? No, I don't know if he has it on here. Yes, smellslikeyarn.com. If you haven't checked him out, go do it. He has some really good podcasts. They're all like really long ones too. So they're great for just you sit down, do your knitting, and knit along while he talks. And so that is that. I dropped my other one. This is like 99% done. I just have not woven any ends. But I got this one finished as well. Same day I finished this yesterday. Yes. So this is using, oh, my yarn got moved around. I should have had it all ready. I didn't though. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Found one. Sorry. This is using Red Heart Boutique Unforgettable in waves. And it's just, there's no pattern to it. What I was doing, I just cast on, I don't even remember how much I cast on, enough to make the size. And I garter stitched 3 stitches, and then it was one round of drop stitches, 5 stockinette, offset drop stitches. So I made sure that they kind of zigzagged, which I don't know if you can see. Woo! But this is what it looks like on, and I think it's really cute. I have someone in mind for this. So I haven't blocked it yet. I don't know if I'm going to, if it's gonna do anything. It does roll on the sides, which I'm not, or on the ends, which I'm not a huge fan of, but that's what you get with stockinette stitch. So that is that. I think the colors are really pretty. There are 2 balls of yarn in here, and you can tell between the 2, one had a lot more pinks in it and the other one had a lot more greens and blues, but I still think it's really pretty. Oh, when I was making this at, you know, like 9:30 at night, this is a really random story, but I remember thinking I want to say it so bad. So we stream most of our TV, but we do get local channels. And I was flipping through, and the movie Look Who's Talking 2 was on. And I used to love those movies as a kid. I don't know why, because they're not really kids movies, even though they kind of are, but they're kind of not. And I was like, oh, I'll get this finished before that. No worries. I have like 3 rows left to do and a bind off. No, I did not, but that's okay. I still finished it. And I got to watch one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid. Do you guys ever do that? Do you think, oh, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to finish this while I watch one of my favorite movies, and then you actually don't get it finished because you keep looking up and you're watching the movie? Because I do that. Oh, well. Anyway, moving on. My cat wants out of the bedroom. What else I am currently working on is this quick ombre hat. I've made these before in different colors. I have a friend who's having a little baby boy in October, so I am making her, this is how far I am. And to give you an idea of just how quick this is, I did the brim last night, and it's just 6 rows of knit 2, purl 2. And then all this I've gotten done today. And I can't knit using both hands, so it does take me a little bit longer to do this because I'm, especially on the rows where you're alternating colors every other stitch, I'm dropping one yarn, picking up the other, dropping it, you know, so it does take me a while, but this is a really quick hat. This was also free on Ravelry. This is it. Who's it by? Emily Dormier. So quick ombre hat, it is quick. She also gives you the charts, which is convenient, and she gives you the decreases as well, which I like my hats to decrease correctly. So that is that, and I'm using, I can't remember what this is. It's just a plain acrylic, and then Caron Simply Soft in cobalt blue. So that is that. Hopefully I can get that done today, tomorrow. And then last week I mentioned to you guys how I know I'm officially a yarn hoarder because I have yarn that I have no intention of ever using. Here it is. This is some of the yarn that we got from the story I told about, the gentleman named Jerry. This was some of the yarn that he gave to my friend Anna and myself. This is Parfait Delight by Lily, and she got this at a store named Ben Franklin, which I have never heard of, for $2.99. Yep. And it is 63% cotton and 37% polyester, and it's a pompadour twist. Pompadour. So I don't know if they make this anymore. I don't know if they make anything similar to it anymore. Yeah, but I have no intention of using it because I can't find it anywhere. Like knitting size 8 needles. Oh, it's old school. Lily Craft Products. Made in the USA. So this is the same, it just has a little bit of a pink blush to it. So those were, I meant to bring them up. I forgot to bring them up last week, so I'm showing you this week. Do they still make these anymore? Do I just not know where to look for them? Have you guys ever even heard of this before? Yeah, I have like 2 more skeins of this. So that is that. That's basically what I have done, which I feel like is a lot. Like this weekend, it's Memorial Day weekend, which I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I just was getting as much done as I could because I was like, I don't want to do another video with only whips. Future projects, I have this stuff out. I just wound this up this morning, and I don't have the tags for them. This is sock yarn. This is sock yarn that I got at the 2016 Rhinebeck Sheep and Wool Festival here in New York State. And it's the color burgundy, but I can't tell you any more about it. It's alpaca blend. That's all I can tell you about it. I want to do a pair of socks with these. I have a friend, Anna, who is thinking about doing a pair with me, which would greatly increase my, I don't want to say production time, but the time it takes me to do these, because I feel like 5 years is a bit too long to be working on a pair of socks for me. No judgment. But yeah, so I want to make these. My goal was to have them finished before the next Rhinebeck, the next Sheep and Wool Festival, which is in October, if they're still having it. I did plan on going. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. Everything's still kind of up in the air with what's happening and what's being canceled. So yes, hopefully I can get those started soon. I'm looking for a toe up magic loop pattern with a video, because it needs to have a video, because that's the best way. I'm a visual learner. I need to see it. So that's all I have. Hopefully I'll have a few more things to show you. Oh, I was working on a blue baby blanket. I don't know where it went. I don't know how one loses a baby blanket that one is working on, but you can ask me, because apparently I do that. I don't know if it just got moved someplace and I haven't discovered where that place is, but yeah, I've lost a baby blanket somehow. That happened. But hopefully it will show up and I can finish that this week. And yeah. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous week, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye.